trading industry is often regarded as a little bit of an opaque industry. And I think most of us here on the panel, we wouldn't agree. As one of my mentors used to say, trading is not that difficult. We try to optimize the BL date a bit. We try to optimize the pricing a little bit. So we hope we can shed a bit of light on what we do on a daily basis.
And I think landlocked countries have a massive incentive and are just as incentivized as coastal countries to assist coastal countries in promoting investment, whether it's the dredging of the harbors, investing in expanding the pipeline. I think their interest is even more than the coastal countries. And earlier we've heard about talks about collaboration between countries, and I think there's massive potential for landlocked countries to jointly attract investments.
At this point in time, we all know that upstream struggles a little bit because of where crude prices are and the volatility that we've seen there. So obviously, not only from a trader's perspective, but from the investors, the partners, the financial partners that work with banks, private equity funds, their appetite for that sector of the market isn't what it used to be maybe a couple of years ago. So that means that the downstream sector, for instance, could be a bit more palatable to investors, and by that, more palatable to us as well, because in the downstream, we feel like it's hard assets that we can control a bit better. Station networks, for instance, terminals, pipes. So I think at this point in time, there's a bit more bias there, but it doesn't mean that the upstream sector is something that's being neglected by traders.
How do you mobilize that capital to upgrade all these refineries? And I think that's going to be the challenge, right? Mm-hmm. How do you bring so much capital to a system that has been starved for the last 20 years? Mm-hmm. How do you invite participation of the private sector to help? Because governments, I guess, have been reluctant to spend that kind of money on these systems. So once we find the solution to that question, I think Nigeria is interesting because they're trying to find a new approach. I think you'll see the specs quickly improving across Africa. Mm-hmm. We have the beginning of a convergence now. The risk is to go too fast because local refineries will really struggle. But once you find this right chemistry with the private sector to help out, it will actually improve very, very quickly.